The Eternal City, capital of Italy, home to Caesar's, bastion of architecture, art, and history. They say that all roads lead here. And this month they have for Boot Camp Europe 2016. Welcome to WV Live, Destination Rome. Welcome to a very special episode of WV Live, where we read the news so you don't have to. I'm your host, Scott Caldwell. Last summer, we took our cameras to Italy for Boot Camp Europe in the Eternal City. If you haven't been, let me tell you, it's a bucket list must. And coming up, I think you'll see why. We grabbed a pizza with Mihalis Kununis and his lovely bride Natalie, talked to Attila Bognar from Hungary outside the Colosseum, and then grabbed Savas and Christos Christofi for a backstage chat. So stick around, we think you'll enjoy it. But first, the news. Jumping right into United, we're less than 6 weeks out from taking over AT&T Stadium in Dallas for the must-see event of the year. Ticket sales are cranking, and if you haven't made plans to be here yet, it's time to get on it. United is April 7th, 8th, and 9th, but besides the event itself, we're putting together some incredible programming for those who want to expand their trip. Dream Trips Local is presenting a taste of Dallas with several different events you can plug into. Make sure you check your emails and World Ventures social media channels for more details. Let me tell you guys, the team is pouring in a ton of effort to make sure this is our most incredible, over-the-top United ever. So, book your flights, renew your passport, get those visa applications in, and do whatever you have to do to get there. You'll thank me. As always, tickets are available at wveventreg.com. Next up, promotions. It missed the cutoff for last month's episode, but we're thrilled to report that the Fast Pass 150 has been extended once again through April 7th. If you're just tuning in as a new rep, that means if you acquire 4 retail customers, we'll multiply the lineage counts for the retail customers throughout your entire organization by 1.5. Say what? Oh yeah. That's a 50% increase in customer lineage just for signing up 4 customer-only Dream Trips members. Obviously, that could make it easier to hit your next rank, so get to it. Check the official rules for all the details. Some good news for our African brothers and sisters. The Zapp 25 promotion has been also extended once again. It's running through March 31st, and during that time, both new and existing Dream Trips customers in Africa will receive 25% off both their initial and monthly fees. So, who do you know in Africa? Turning to recognition, at Momentum in the U.S., we were excited to announce the addition of Michael Jex to the President's Advisory Council. Just like the IAC in our international markets, the PAC team in the United States acts as a collective voice for the field back to the corporate team. We meet with them regularly to find out what's working, what isn't, and collaborate to continually improve the company together. It's a huge honor, and it speaks to not only Mike's performance and the growth of his teams, but also his character, his integrity, and his heart for the company. Congratulations, Mr. Jex. Also at Momentum, we recognize Julio and Valerie Acosta for earning their $1 million ring. Last summer, they hit double IMD, and they haven't slowed down since. They joined a very elite group of leaders who are winning at the highest levels in World Ventures. Joined on stage by Katie and Tyler, Julio also announced that they'll be joined by another little princess later this year. The man takes his duplication on his team very seriously. Congratulations, you guys. Then lastly, at Momentum South Africa this month, we celebrate a big leadership milestone. Now, normally just for the sake of time, we reserve any recognition here for things like double IMD or $1 million ring, etc. But this one's pretty special. We want to extend some hearty congratulations to Helen Kithinji, I apologize if I butchered that pronunciation, for becoming not only the first international marketing director out of Kenya, but also for being the first female IMD in Africa. 2 major firsts. Congrats, Helen. And lastly, some World Ventures Foundation updates. 2016 was a colossal year for the Foundation, from new branding and a new theme song, opening a dozen Dream Courts, and hitting the 100th Bottle School. It was just flat out awesome. If you haven't watched this year in review on the Foundation's YouTube channel, make sure you do so. And to the over 4,600 volunteers who gave their time, and the countless others who gave their money, thank you. Together, you helped the Foundation impact over 20,000 children worldwide. Not too shabby. This year, the Foundation kicked off its 17 in 17 campaign. The goal is to build 17 bottle schools in Guatemala in 2017. Okay, that's all the news. Now sit back and enjoy as we present WV Live, Destination Rome. Ah, Italy. One of my favorite places on the planet. With its mild Mediterranean climate, sprawling landscapes, and rich ecological diversity, it's spectacularly beautiful. From the edge of the Alps in the north to the beaches of the Amalfi Coast to the vineyard-filled hills of Tuscany, there's something for everyone. Add to that the amazing food and welcoming people, and it's basically everything I love in life manifested as a single country. And right in the heart of it is Rome. Capital of Italy, with a population of over 2.8 million and less than 500 square miles, Rome is the nation's largest city. It's also one of the oldest in Europe, with a history dating back over 2,500 years. It's been home to Caesars and is considered one of the birthplaces of Western civilization. It's also home to the Vatican, the residence of the Pope, and the epicenter of the Roman Catholic Church. And from the 14th to the 17th century, it was one of the major centers of the Italian Renaissance. So the sheer volume of art and history consolidated here is out of this world. Now, although we plan dozens of dream trips here every year, World Ventures isn't actually open in Italy yet. But it's centrally located and easy to get to, so it's frequently been the home to European events. And last year was no different, with Momentum 2016 right in the heart of Rome. We grabbed our WV Live crew to take in the sights and capture some great moments with a couple of our European leaders. First up, no trip to Rome, or Italy for that matter, is complete without some delicious pizza outdoors on a piazza. We snagged a table outside at Il Ristorante del Patriota, just around the corner from Trevi Fountain, for a chat with Michalis and Natalie Kounounis from Cyprus. Thank you guys so much for sitting down with us. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, Scott, for the invitation.
Thank you, Scott.
Now, before World Ventures, you had quite the success as a basketball player in Cyprus. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was crazy days. I mean, I was playing professionally from 16-year-old. Cyprus, Greece, national team, had a lot of success. It was amazing. Basketball was my passion, until World Ventures, of course.
Yeah, and so how did you hear about World Ventures?
Seriously, one of my best friends, by accident, introduced me World Ventures, and it was great timing for me because I just came back from a doctor, and he told me that the next week I'm going to make a surgery for my Achilles, so I have to stay out for 2-3 months. And it was a great timing for me to listen. So I opened my mind, I listened to the presentation, blew my mind, and immediately I signed in because my first impression in my mind was that I'm going to do this for the next 2-3 months because I had to do something.
You had rehab, right?
Yeah, something like that. And thank God I said yes and had this amazing 4.5 years.
So now what was it that made you decide to transition from doing it as a little part-time thing to something more serious?
Actually, the defining moment was the Journey event.
Journey, okay.
Yeah, we went in Crete, in Greece, with Mr. Makaseta, and 4 days with him, I mean, it's what you need. It's what you need for 4 days with him. I feel blessed that I met him. And by the end of the event, I decided to quit basketball, go all in with World Ventures.
Retire from basketball
exactly,
and do this full time.
Yeah.
So 15-year career and put it all away to focus on World Ventures.
Because I realized what I wanted to do. I realized that World Ventures is bigger than everybody can see. And it was a big challenge for me, you know. And I had many people attack me for this decision.
Really?
Yeah, from the first day. Many people.
But yeah, I mean, obviously you're very popular. I mean, you're a star, a celebrity there.
But it was the attitude that kept me going because I stopped all of them and I told them, give me 6 months and let's see who was right or wrong. And finally, we were right. Thank God we were right. Yeah,
so now, you guys just got married a couple weeks ago. I heard it was a pretty big deal in Cyprus. Tell us a little bit about that.
We got married before a couple of weeks, 6th of May. And it was a 3 days wedding.
3 days, okay.
3 days wedding. It was...
So take me through that. What was the schedule for a 3-day wedding in Cyprus?
It's like a tradition in Cyprus. I mean, to make big weddings. Natalie made a fantastic work for this. It was a travel theme. Everything was around traveling. And it was her idea. She did that. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
So what did that look like?
It was our invitation. It was passports. And in all the tables, instead of numbers, we had countries that we went together, and our table was Honolulu because he proposed me there.
Aww.
So, and in all the tables there was luggages, and our gifts for our guests was tags for the luggages.
Oh, luggage tags.
Yeah,
so
luggage
great.
tags.
And the song, when we make our entrance, it was a mixed song that there was words from traveling from countries.
Like different city and country names as part of the mix. That's so neat.
And we came in like a tourist. We put some hats on and sunglasses and big luggages.
So the entrance was something like,
wow. I love it. If someone's watching this, what would be your one big piece of advice for someone who wants to, to reach the ranks that you've achieved? What would you say to someone who's just getting started in their journey?
Stay humble. don't forget where you start. Be honest with people and treat people like you want to they treat you. And I think you're gonna do great things.
That's so great.
The best thing for me is to be grateful for what you have.
Gratitude, yeah, that's so key. I love it. Very cool. Well, thank you so much, guys, for spending a few minutes with us. We're going to go enjoy some pizza now in this beautiful piazza here in Rome, and thanks for watching.
You should be here.
All right, guys, well, we are here outside the Colosseum, one of the most iconic spots in Rome, and we got a chance to catch up with the one and only Attila Bognar from Hungary. He was actually one of the founding reps there. He's now a member of the International Advisory Council for Europe and a regional trainer, just got back from London recently. So, Attila, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be here with you.
Thank you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What was life like before World Ventures?
I'm a computer technician and mathematician. I have the highest university degree in Europe.
So a little green.
Yeah, I am green because of that. That's right. And I had my own company working with hotels in Paris, in French, and making new websites and booking engines. So I'm quite involved in the travel industry. And it was new for me when I got to know World Ventures.
So you're working on kind of like the infrastructure and the architecture behind travel websites and travel companies?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I was the owner. I had some guys working for me on that, but I just love to do that, exactly the background of these engines and so on.
Okay, very cool. Now, how did you hear about World Ventures?
Three of us, two partners of mine, we got to know about World Ventures, a guy, Dutch guy living in Germany, and he was talking us about World Ventures, and we got interested from the beginning.
Wow. So, I mean, you were ones that really kind of started the country back in a few years ago. So what was it like in those early days in Hungary?
Totally different as today, because that time World Ventures was very new. You know, I was the first one, you can say, and the product was different, you know, and but still we saw the vision of the future, and that was what gave us the endurance and keep working and so on, because we wanted to make it. I wanted to make it happen.
All right, so obviously being in Hungary the last 5.5 years, your business has seen its share of ups and downs, you know, marketing director working towards RMD, but recently you took up a sport that kind of mirrors the determination and the journey of that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Definitely, you know, I was on a trip at the Caribbean Sea. I was doing windsurf, and then I saw a picture after it, and I just didn't like my stomach. It was too big, you know, and I saw 5 years in advance, and I even didn't like that picture, you know, and I just made a decision. I will change my lifestyle, and I decided to do the Ironman.
Ironman race.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
And I mean, if I do that I have to lose a lot of weight, of course, and then I have to do a lot of sport and really a change of my life, and it was impossible, you know. And sometimes in life as well, you have to make some decisions which looks impossible, especially in business. When you join to World Ventures, to be on IMD at the beginning looks impossible, it's so far and so on, but you have to make the decision, then you have to start working on it. Do the exercise each morning, call people, you know, and sometimes it's not easy, goes up and down, like in the training in the sport, you know.
The hills.
Exactly, you have the hills, and not easy to wake up, not easy to call someone, but I made the decision, and 6 months later, I did my first Ironman.
So from making the decision to 6 months later, you completed your first Ironman.
Exactly, exactly. And what is similar, since joining World Ventures, 6 months later, I was a marketing director.
Okay.
So the story is very similar, exactly. And I wanted to make example others that anything is possible. And I wanted to do it only once, but after doing it, I just realized I just got in love with the lifestyle. I mean, you have energy in the body, you can run anytime, any long, so on. And you know, of course, I travel a lot, and I'm in very nice cities like Rome. Sure. And in the morning I go to run, and it's got my habit to do at least 10 kilometers sightseeing run in very nice cities. I have over 20 cities.
20 cities?
20 cities where I recorded with my watch. I track it, my 10 kilometer sightseeing run, and I want to make it well known, get other people. Even today, just 2 new guys came with me in my morning run this morning, and it's very nice to do that.
I love it. Now, you've done one Ironman. Do you have any plans to do another one?
Definitely. Right after when I did it, I said it's not enough, and I did my second one, and just in 7 days from today, I will have my third one.
Wow, that's quite the change. Now, what's one last thing before we let you run here that you tell your team or that you tell people when you train to help them, stay focused on this business?
Believe in yourself. That's the key message, If you believe in yourself, believe the company and the product is obvious. Because World Venture is the best company, we have the best product. You only need to believe in yourself. And if you can believe in yourself, then you can reach anything. Never give up your dreams. Just make it go right.
Well, that's all for Attila Bognar, the Iron Man from Hungary, outside the Colosseum here in Rome. Finally, we went backstage at boot camp to chat with the twin powerhouses from Cyprus and two-thirds of the Three Musketeers, Christos and Savas Christofi. Guys, thank you so much for spending time with us. Excited to hear about what's going on in your world.
Thank you for having us.
So now, before World Ventures, what did you guys do?
Before World Ventures, we were military officers in the Cyprus army.
Okay, great. And how long were you in the army for?
8 years and 3 months total.
But who's counting? Now, you'd never done any direct selling before World Ventures, is that right?
That's true. Yes. This is our first and only direct sales company ever.
Wow. So when did you first hear about World Ventures? When was that?
Actually, Savas was presented by a very good friend, by a best friend, and he joined immediately. So Savas came across the house. He told me, you have to see something very important. So I joined immediately through Savas.
And that was when exactly?
21st of December of 2009.
21st of December 2009. So wow, so at the time of this recording, we're exactly 6.5 years to the day.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. That's exciting.
Thank you.
So now, when the two of you joined, you're twin brothers, but then you also have a third partner, which makes up the Three Musketeers, and that's Andreas Andreu, who is not here with us, but he's here in spirit. Now, the three of you guys started building in Cyprus, and now you were actually the first to hit IMD outside of the United States. Is that right?
Correct.
Wow. But then recently, just here in December, you became the first in Europe to hit double IMD. So what's that been like?
It's awesome. It's really awesome. It's a good feeling. It's worth it, actually. It's worth every single moment. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now, one of the things that's impressed me so much, I always say there's a great joke that someone who speaks 3 languages, you call them trilingual. If they speak 2 languages, you call them bilingual. And if they speak 1 language, you call them American. In the States, a lot of times we take for granted the idea that people speak multiple languages, but you guys, English was not your native language. You taught yourself to speak English just since joining World Ventures, is that right?
Yes, it's true, because we realized if we want to impact millions of people, we have to teach ourselves English.
So when did you make that decision to start learning English?
That was like a real decision to learn English. When it was exactly like I think 1 year after we joined in 2010.
Okay, yeah. So just like 5.5 years.
When we realized that if we didn't teach ourselves English, we could impact only Greek Cypriots and Greeks. And
right.
That was a
smaller audience.
Yeah, smaller audience. And we prefer the millions instead of 10 millions, we prefer the billions.
I love it. I love it. So now, obviously, we've seen a lot of the success. I mean, the Three Musketeers are known all over the company and all over the world now. But for you, we'll start with you, Savas. What's been the biggest impact of World Ventures on you personally?
It's like actually the whole fulfillment that you get through the whole image of World Ventures. Not only because we are on double IMDs, but the whole fulfillment, even for the volunteers, even in the dream trips. The fulfillment you feel with your friends for meeting people outside Cyprus or all over the world. It's a whole fulfillment when you teach other people, when you give back. Like, if somebody doesn't live it, he cannot understand it. It's right. So eternal fulfillment, that it's above money, it's above everything. Materialistic.
Wow. That's great. How about you, Christos?
Yes, I agree. Seeing your friends on the stage, seeing your friends changing their lives through Marcaseta trainings or through the dream trips. This is the best for us, to see other people having impact in their lives. So this is where the fulfillment comes in.
So before we let you run real quick, what would you say has been the biggest part of your success? What's the biggest secret if you were trying to tell someone that's allowed you to hit double IMD, to be working towards triple IMD? What's the one thing you would tell them?
There are many parts. It's there are many parts. It's not the one thing, but
Okay.
but if we choose one, it's like hunger, desire,
Okay.
Yes,
and consistent action. It's never one thing, but it's what's coming first is hunger, and then consistent action, massive action.
yes, I agree. So the ability to be focused on getting your results you want in this business, being focused for a period of your life, and being ready to adjust, being ready to change, to get yourself in a higher level. So when you grow yourself in this business, results come.
Well, guys, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Congratulations on all your success. Congratulations on a great training segment already this weekend. I'm looking forward to hearing more, and look forward to seeing you guys walk stage really soon as Triple IMDs. So thanks so much for watching. Well, that does it for another episode. Special thanks to the IAC and the European leaders for all the hospitality last summer. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you enjoyed it, give us a quick thumbs up before you go. Everyone helps. How'd you like this special destination episode? Leave a comment and let us know, or email us, as usual, at wvlive@worldventures.com. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm your host, Scott Caldwell, and this is WV Live, where we read the news so you don't have to.